Hi Stampers, this is part 2 of the Snowflake Splendor Suite gift box and ornament. And so this time we're going to do the ornament, and we're using, as a reminder, the Snowflake Wishes stamp set. And we're using the So Many Snowflake dies, which has these adorable dies. And we're using some of the DSP and the glimmer paper that they had as part of the Snowflake Splendor Suite. Aren't these just gorgeous cards? And the colors are just stunning. This cute little shaker ornament that goes in the cute little box. Isn't that perfect? So we're going to make the ornament now. So the materials that we're going to be using is more of the designer series paper, and again you only need a 3x3 square, and then you'll need a 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 inch balmy blue square, and you'll need a 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 balmy blue glimmer paper, and then you'll need a 3x3 to make this is the window sheet, and I'm not sure if you can see that, but it keeps the sequins in for the shaker ornament. Now, as you can see, I've already cut the area around the ornament. I'm using the Flowers for Every Season baker's twine. I've already cut my snowflakes in navy blue and shimmery white, and here I've already got a piece of the designer series paper, the Snowflake Splendor, and I've cut it into a circle, and we're going to be using the snowflake sequins, and we're using a little bit of the Misty Moonlight 1/4 inch ribbon. Now this one was a little bit of Night of Navy that I had from another bundle of ribbon, and I didn't have any more, so we're using this one instead. So you're also going to be using the foam adhesive sheets. Now these are really nice. They're about 4 inch or 4 1/4 inch square, so they're more than big enough. And this is just like this, the dimensionals, the Stampin' dimensionals. It's just got the foam, and then it's got adhesive on both sides. Okay, so in order to get this cute little circle with the scallop on the edge, I used the layering circle dies. And what I did is I took the largest of the scallops, and then about the 1/3 in size. You can see these different sizes here. This is the largest, this is the second to the largest, and this is the 1/3 to the largest, together to make a really nice frame. And to keep it together, I used a little bit of washi tape. And so I placed it where I wanted, made sure that it had all the same dimensions all the way around, and then put the washi tape down so that it stays. And then I can just lay it on a corner of my the foam adhesive, and I'm going to just run it through my stamp cut and emboss machine. And it works just like any of the other cardstock that you put through it. So I have this little circle left, and then I have this piece left that I can use for adhering things, or if I've got some other project that I want to use. So you end up with this perfectly shaped frame that I'll be assembling here in just a moment. Now I need the largest piece of the scallop, and I'm going to be using it on the balmy blue. And again, I'll run it through the machine. So obviously I've done a little bit of prepping and I had some of the work already done. So that could be put away. Okay, so when you're assembling your pieces, you're going to want first your designer series paper cut, and this is a 3-inch circle. Okay, so in case you don't remember, it's a 3-inch circle, and I'll put instructions in my blog. So I'm going to peel off the adhesive back from one, and I'm going to put it face down. Now this just wants to hold on to everything, so I would just advise that you try not to let it stick to you too badly, but try to center it if you can. Not exactly. Now I do recommend that you put something down that it will not stick to too badly, and I'm just going to use a sheet of clear plastic, because when it's down you're going to want to make sure that it doesn't stick to your paper. So now I'm using the smallest of the dimensionals. There's two different sizes of dimensionals. There's the bigger ones and the smaller ones. And as you can see, I use every little bit, so even on the sides. And what I'll do is I'll cut these little dimensionals in half when I'm adhering these smaller snowflakes. And I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to be putting navy, and I'm going to be putting a white snowflake on the inside. And I'll need also to put one of these small glimmery snowflakes on the inside. So what I do is I'll just adhere 3 of them randomly or across from each other in thirds to the biggest snowflake. You can glue it down to the back if you want to, but I like that it adds a little bit of dimension to my little shaker ornament. So I just put it down to one side, put some little dimensionals again on the back side of this little snowflake. And again, I do 3 of them. You find what works best for you, but I just try to find a pattern that holds the biggest area. That way the dimensionals don't show. Now I'm going to let it overlap a little bit. This one can have a round dimensional on the back. Now the snowflake sequins, I've used quite a few of them, and so this is just what's remaining. And don't think I need all of them, so I'm just going to do 3 little, and I'm going to try to pull them off so that they're not on top of the snowflakes. So it gets to be the interesting part. Of course, you don't want to waste any snowflakes if you can, but they are really fun to use because they're just so pretty. They get everywhere. Okay, so now that I have this all put together, then what I'm going to do is I'm very carefully going to take the rest of the adhesive off, and then I'm going to put the clear window sheet, try to center it on the remaining adhesive, and then this piece, which is your frame, you're going to want to just put some glue around the edge. Now, I don't go crazy with the glue because it tends to leak out, because it doesn't really like to soak in, obviously, to the window sheet. Just try to line it up with the scallops. And there you have the front. Now this isn't all that we're going to do. I'm going to glue one of these little snowflakes. This white, I used the really pretty shimmery white cardstock just to give it that little extra, or you can use regular white cardstock and use one of those really, or Wink of Stella. Okay, so I'm done with this part. I'm going to pull it off the plastic. Remember that adhesive, it's not going to want to stay, so put that aside and then turn it upside down. Now for this portion, I typically like to sign the back of my ornament to let somebody know that I made it for them. And it says handcrafted just for you, and it's got a cute little thing on it. You can use one of the Snowflake little stamps if you want instead. So now I'm going to lay this ribbon over the top, and keep in mind I want my snowflake to kind of be off to the side, so I am going to want my baker's cord to overrun and have enough so that I can hang it on the tree. And then I'm going to just add some glue. And then some glue on the string so it doesn't leave or pop out in the future. And then remembering that this is the top, and you can cut off what you don't need of the cord, but I'm going to just group it together a little bit more. And I'm lining it up as best I can with the scallops. And there you go. Now I am going to add another sequin to the front of my snowflake that's on the top, just to add a little more sparkle. And then I'm going to use a little bit of this is Misty Moonlight, and tie a bow. And you can see that just the colors coordinate so well. The Misty Moonlight goes really well with the Night of Navy and the white. And obviously it matches the baker's twine. And there you have it. You just trim off your edges. Anything you don't want. You could leave this if you'd like for the bottom of your ornament, or you can trim it off. This one I made sure that it was above. But isn't that a cute, sweet little ornament? Now, the box that we made in the prior video is just the perfect size for this sweet little ornament. And this is why we had that paper loose, so that we could easily open it up, put your little ornament inside. First Christmas gift is done. And it's just the perfect size that you can actually add a gift card inside. So they get an ornament and a gift card, something that they can keep each year. Be sure to sign the back of your ornament, put the year on it, so that you can let people know when they've rehung it on the tree, and brings back great memories. So thanks for joining me today. My name is Angela again, and I'm with Wild Violets Art. Please subscribe to my YouTube, and you can also visit my blog that gives more instructions on all the measurements and how to make this cute little ornament and box. And I hope to see you soon. Thanks for joining me. Bye.